Alright, so what's going on, guys? My name's CG Build and welcome back to another video. Alright, so today we're going to be building a $300 keyboard that you can actually build right now. I'm going to be honest, I actually daily drive this thing more than any keyboard I've ever built. And just recently, I think I found a really good combination for a solid build. Now, my tastes are always changing when it comes to keyboards, but I do think, at least for me, 65% layouts are the best. It's a good mix of space and usability. I know everyone is different, but once again, for me, 65% is the way. So with that said, let's get into this build. So the case we're going with is the Tofu 65 from KBD Fans. Now, to be completely honest, I've had this case for a while, so I mean, don't mind all like the scuffs and stuff. Now, this is the black version, of course, and it looks super nice. It's a really solid and minimal case with the brass weight on the back. I mean, just look at that brass weight, dude. It looks so clean. So this thing is really heavy. Once you have the whole build done, it's extremely heavy. It really makes you appreciate it, though, like how good the quality of it is. Now, moving on, we are going to look at the stuff inside. For the PCB, we are using the DZ65 RGB. It's a really nice looking PCB, all black with some RGB like the name says. It's a good PCB for this build. Now, for the plate, we're going with brass. This is used heavily. I swap out switches so many times because of videos and stuff. It scratched a lot, okay? I know, okay? Don't be too mean about it. Now, I went with brass because of the weight on the back. It matches perfectly, and I mean, I don't know, I don't know, it looks cool together. Now, if you want more of that thocky sound, then go with the polycarbonate plate. They also have a carbon fiber one, so like you can get that plate as well. I've never used one, but that could be cool. Brass has more of a clack sound, and honestly, I've learned to love it. Probably one of my favorite sounds for a build. Next, we're going to be looking at these stabilizers. These are the cherry screw-ins. They are the ones that come with this build, and honestly, I don't like them. At first, I wasn't like, they weren't that bad, but the more I've used them, I don't like them. They're really bad stock, and I've had a lot of problems with them. I don't know if it's just I got a bad batch, but for me, it's worth getting some Duroc V2s or even some Everglides. But I still am using the cherry ones, so you can make it work. Just get ready to put your head down and start working. So what I had to do is get some fabric band-aids and put them underneath the stabs. I also holy modded and lubed with Krytox 205G from Kinetic Labs. This definitely helped with overall sound, but still not perfect. If you want to see how to holy mod, go ahead and check out a video from Mogineo. It's a good watch. We do have some foam from KBD Fans that are included with this, and it's about 20 bucks. So I did buy them to get rid of all the hollow sound because I already knew aluminum case with brass plate. It's going to be loud. Speaking of KBD Fans, you can get this exact build for $200, and you can pick whatever different plate you want or PCB. So just make it easier on you. That's where I'm gonna have a link in the description, so go check that out. It's not sponsored or anything. I'm just saying it's easier for you. So yeah, go check that out. Now, I had to do a mod on this board, mainly because I don't know. It's just me. Every video has a mod. I know. And you guessed it, the CG mod. I wanted to make sure this thing had no more hollowness, so I went with this. You get some medical wrap and place it inside the bottom of the case and screw in the PCB and the plate, and it makes it to where it's way less hollow, and it's really easy to do. Now, with the brass plate, it already is going to be really stiff, and honestly, I became a big fan of this. I don't think stiff boards give any love, because a lot of people just really like the bounce, and especially when the Q1 came out, everyone was talking about bounce, because the gaskets and all that stuff. This deserves love. It's really good. Whether I'm gaming for like hours or just writing emails, it's a really good feel, and I've learned to really enjoy it. Anyways, next we can go on with the switches. We are using the Akko CS Silver switches. I made a video about these, and I love them. You can go check that out if you want. These switches are so nice, stock or lubed. They sound great. These are a linear switch, 3-pin design, with a short pre-travel of 1mm, and one of the fastest Akko switches they offer. Stem is made of a palm, with a dust-proof style look. The top housing is made of polycarbonate, the bottom housing is nylon. I'm assuming the spring is stainless steel, they don't actually say, and the leaf is copper alloy. Now, these are their gaming switches, but these are one of my favorite switches, and they sound and feel amazing. So after we put these in, we can get on with the keycaps. So the keycaps I'm going to use are the Seal PBT keycaps from Kinetic Labs. I have fallen in love with these. They look so good. I mean, just look at them, dude. They're so clean. With the beige accent keys, it just looks sick. Now, I did just do a video with the MK870, and use them, but I couldn't help but use them in this too. They're cherry profile, double shot PBT, and got a really nice texture to them. So let's pop them on to see how this looks. what do you think? I absolutely love it. This is going to be my build I use for a long while. Now, I have a link, like I said, to everything, so go check that out in the description. Now, as for the whole build, I love it. And it was a really great time showing and building it. Now, let's hear that sound test. Now, as far as the keycaps and the switches, it's all preference. You can do a lot of cool things with this build. The Tofu 65 is minimal and just all around a good, like, enthusiast, beginner level, everything. It's just a good keyboard. Now, in terms of this build, the Akko silver switches are my #1 switch so far. Right now, that's all I want to use because of how good they are. For the keycaps, I've already explained how much I like them. Super clean and minimal, and match my setup perfectly. This is one of my favorite keyboard builds, mainly because the Tofu was one of my first builds I've ever done, but also because it's a good keyboard all around. I want to say thank you to everyone that subscribed and watched me build keyboards and do reviews. I've really done some reflecting, and it's really weird that I make keyboard videos on YouTube. I've absolutely loved the community that's forming around this channel, and I just want to say thank you to everyone that watches, and you have no idea what this means to me. Let me know if you have any suggestions of what you want me to do in the future, and I'm here, man. I'm all ears. But that's the end of the video. Go check out the links below. Make sure to subscribe and like the video. It really does help. Yeah, that's it. I guess I'll see you in the next one.